Hey there, this is Corrosion, and this is just to showcase my AI version. This is using all stock assets besides my script and sound effects. I have not modified any of these entity files yet, so the AI can't go in the buildings, but let's just see how it all works. Oh shit, he's already seen me. Alright, so a second ago you could just hear the splat sound. That is when you shoot somebody in the head. I also made it so that when you shoot somebody in the head, it's not a guaranteed kill, it just does a bunch more damage. You can set it back, but yeah, I wanted it to be more of a firefight instead of just an instant kill, because if you just aimed, you could almost always kill the AI. So as you can see, some of them are sprinting, some of them are walking, shooting at me. You can hear some of the sound effects that I've added for when I get hit and when some bullets whip past me. I can't take credit for all the bullet flyby sound effects. GameGuru does have some of those by default, but I've added 5 different ones. But you can really hear it when you get hurt, when the soldiers shoot you. You're like splat sound. It's notice that they'll keep it dancing while firing. Sometimes they'll get stuck after you shoot them. Yeah, the other thing is they will periodically take breaks from shooting. We'll try to melee you to sound effects for that. Spread them out a little bit. You'll notice there are a lot more things. That's something that I worked on. And the other thing is you'll notice that they don't like lose track of you. That was something that frustrated me personally with the base AI was I did a lot of testing, and what I found was if I simply like got out of where they could see me, they would lose track of me and just literally stop, like the engagement never even happened, like I was never there. And they would just stand still in that spot. So that's something that I worked on. So if I turn my flashlight on within a certain distance of them, they will know I'm there, like this. So he will order all of his buddies, obviously. It won't just be one. If I gave them sound effects, you'd hear them all. Like voice sound effects, you'd hear them all immediately. That is just randomized what they will call out, and then they have settings for different hurt sounds. They take damage, which is just like the basic. But mine tries to randomize it a little bit more, so it's not so much of the same. Periodically, you'll see them reload. It's not stacked because there's some issues with the way that it reads when it is. You know, obviously you can see that they're actually moving, not all in just one big do different things here and there. You know, it's just to make it a little bit more lifelike and a little bit more realistic. Like I said, a lot of sound effects, spruce up the combat. It's not just always a one-shot headshot. You know, just that kind of thing. Like I mentioned in the beginning, if you want them to be able to enter buildings and such, like they might be able to enter this one because of the way it's kind of set into the ground. But, okay. So if you want them to be able to navigate through EVE buildings that you've made, these entities, if you want them to be able to like use this as cover like you can. You just need to set their FPE file up. I'm gonna leave instructions on how to do that because I didn't have that before. It's all easily available knowledge, but let me just show you this one more time. Obviously you want your AI to be as realistic as possible. You want them to be able to come into buildings and track you down, and you want them to be able to do cool stuff like that. So you just need to set like a couple things. I think it's collision mode, and there was one other thing that I can't really remember, but I'll take a look and write that down for you. But there's like 2 settings that make it so that they can enter buildings. So yeah, let me just show you this one more time. I'm going to try to sneak up on one, and I don't think this weapon has melee attached to it, but anyway, you'll see if I get too close, I can't just, Alright, so I can't just like sneak up on them and then physically bump into them and have them do nothing. Now they have a small bubble around them so that they just stand up kids while you're like leaping behind them and all that kind of stuff. They can hear when you sprint, and when you jump, if you're within a certain distance. They cannot hear sneaking, like if you crouch and stuff, but they will try to actively hunt you down. They'll go to the last known location and try to find you. They won't shoot through each other. They'll only shoot at you if they have a clear line of sight, or if you're in like they'll still shoot at you like this. Or at least they should. Let's see. Yeah. I'll go over behind this table here. Now, some of this stuff was with the base AI as well. I'm not taking credit for everything here. I'm just saying that I improved and made a lot of adjustments. So, if it's not your cup of tea, that's totally fine. Just it's player preference, how much you want the AI to be able to do. So they have a certain radius around them, which will make it so that it will make it so that if you leave that radius, they'll go to the last location where you were, and then they'll try to look around a little bit, but then they'll stop. Instead of just always, you duck behind a building and they suddenly just completely lose track of you like you were never even there. Like I said, that was something that really bothered me. So you can see they're not just coming straight toward me. They were actually running over that way. They were looking around. They were actually searching for me instead of knowing exactly where I was. The base AI had a tendency, when I would play at least, and when a couple of others who I've talked to would play, they would automatically turn directly towards you, know exactly where you were. Like right now, they wouldn't have gone around there. They would have gone straight toward me. They have like a realistic, or somewhat realistic, something that I perceive as being, reasonable. They have reasonable times for when they will shoot, when they will approach. And these guys, they're very aggressive, so we'll just keep acting, closing the distance, getting better shots, and then they'll come up and try to melee and grab it won't just like get stuck on you, stop that guy for a second, but he unscrewed himself, now they're all coming after me, beating the hell out of me. So, yeah. Obviously, if I didn't have my health set, I would die many times by now. Just to show you a little bit of a comparison, if you play around with the base AI, let's set it to like 300. Set my health to 300 and see how quickly they can take me down. Now, I'm actually going to try to win here, but just to give you another quick idea, they can also hear when you reload if you're within a certain distance. So I think it's like this distance, I don't know. They should be able to hear that. Maybe I have to be a little bit closer to that one because it's fairly, it's a fairly small sound, but no, I'll set them off from that. Oh, he heard me anyway, okay. yeah, sometimes they'll pick up on you when you're doing certain things. So. Alright, like I said, I'm gonna try to survive this time. I'm gonna... Hope I have enough. Should have enough. It's not looking good. I'm already at a third of my health. Reload. I forgot they made it slower when you reload now. Should be coming around here too. Yeah, so they don't all just go the same exact path. Ooh, pistol. Okay, I can't find it. You know, they'll be looking all around. You can see that he just was looking up there and then came around here. And in case you're wondering why my screen isn't flashing, that's another script that I made because I thought it was really annoying when the heartbeat and stuff would play constantly and the screen would turn all red. I got rid of that. Don't see any more. I know there's got to be more. Let's see where they are. No, maybe I killed them all. I think I didn't kill them all though. But yeah, so you know, I just wanted to give people a quick idea. In the past, I really didn't have time to record a video, if you can believe it. I'm in school and I have my own game projects that I'm working on. But now I had a little bit of time, so I just wanted to clear things up. So yeah, there's a quick little video. Like I said, this is all stock stuff. I haven't modified any of the entities here to make them a little bit easier for the AI to navigate through. One thing you want them to be able to do, ideally, is a full scan of the polygons in the collision box for entities. So, for instance, like that little table over here to the AI might actually seem like a box like that when it's not, when they can physically shoot through. It's just a matter of a couple of settings. There's like a couple of numbers that you got to change. But like I said, I'm going to go quick check on that, and I will leave that in the description for you as well. So there you go. This is Corrosion's Enhanced AI.